Hey guys, I'm back. I know you guys were waiting on my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I didn't even watch the last episode. I know this upcoming weekend, this Sunday is the finale, but child, I don't know. I'll look and see. I'm just over that whole, I'm just over it. But anyway, what I came to you today to do a podcast on is on Funky Dineva. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with content creators in the YouTube space and things like that. Funky Dineva, also his real name is Quentin Latham, is a content creator on YouTube. He used to do a lot of reviews on shows like The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, the Love and Hip Hop franchises. You know, he did a lot of reviews for a long time, and he would do them in costume. He would wear a wig and some lipstick. He's not a drag queen, but he would dress semi in drag. Well, I get not sometimes he would do appearances in drag, so but he's not a drag queen. He's a personality, and that's just what it is. So with that being said, he is also known for giving very brash, very outspoken advice and opinion, extremely opinionated. And that's what most content creators are. They're very, very, they give their opinion. They talk about a show, or they'll talk about whatever's going on in the entertainment industry, or possibly what's going on as far as just real world events. It depends. You got different types of content creators, or the types of stories that they report on and talk about, and it's all opinion. And not everybody's going to agree with all these different people and their different opinions. And he's no different. He's a very large content creator. He has been, I think, on YouTube at least 10 plus years now, and very, very popular. And he's pivoted off into other areas, such as he's on a show now called Fox Soul TGIF. It premieres now Monday through Friday. It used to be a Friday only show. And now and then he went from Wednesday to Friday, and now it's 5 days a week. And it's with Al Reynolds, Claudia Jordan, and Funky Dineva, Quentin Latham, also known as Funky Dineva. So that's the little background. This week, Funky Dineva gave his opinion on Chloe and Haley. And it's in regards to, or in response to, Haley has been accused of, people are saying that Haley is pregnant, but she has never announced anything about being pregnant. She's never said anything about pregnancy. And this all stemmed from a video. I don't know if this was her boyfriend. I don't know who these people are, but it's a video from someone's home. She's in the background. She's walking around. She has a t-shirt on, and it appears as though it looks like there's like a bump in the front, like she has a little tummy. So that, as a result of that, people have been taken to social media saying that she's pregnant, and yet she has not commented or said anything about a pregnancy. And her sister, Chloe, came to the rescue as well, and was just, saying that her sister has never said anything about being pregnant and all of that. So there's a lot of assumptions because of the tummy protruding a little bit that she might be pregnant. And that in itself doesn't mean that the girl is pregnant, or the woman, I should say the woman is pregnant. Just because she got a bit of a tummy isn't necessarily true that she's pregnant. Now, she might be and doesn't want to say anything about it. That's also true. Multiple things can be true at the same time. She could be pregnant and doesn't want to say anything. If she is pregnant, she might be in her first trimester and she doesn't want to say anything until she gets over what's considered, that very dangerous period. The first trimester is when things can go wrong. And, a lot of ladies, before they announce pregnancy, wait until the second trimester. That could be the case. Again, I don't know if she's pregnant in the first place. Or this could be a case of her gaining weight. We don't know that. That's the second thing. She could just be gaining weight, period. That could be it. Or she could just, we never know. She might have a medical condition. She could be on medication, and it could cause weight gain. Again, there's a lot of assumptions being made here about the reasoning that she looks a little larger in the stomach area than she has in the past. We don't know because she has not said anything. Chloe got on social media to defend her sister. So, with that being said, Funky, gave his opinion about the situation. And it came out of left field the way he came at it because he talked about how much he doesn't like Chloe, which we clearly figured that part out. He doesn't like Chloe, and he mentioned how she shouldn't have been on social media without makeup on. Her face is fat. She's not attractive. He never outright said she was ugly, but I mean, come on. He said she was not attractive, and the face is fat, and all of that, and she trying to be gangster, and she really isn't. She's suburban. If you want to hear the rant, it's on. Fox Soul, TGIF. They always replay the next day their shows, so it's definitely on YouTube. Go to Fox Soul, TGIF, and you can see the replay of the show, and they'll show you that clip. And you can go on social media, on Twitter, where they're dragging him and show there's multiple clips of the things that he said. So he is convinced, Funky is convinced that Hallie is pregnant, and that, she's not being truthful. Well, she hasn't said anything. It's not a matter of her being truthful. It's a matter of her just not wanting to say anything. We don't know the circumstances. We just don't. So because of the inflammatory things he said about Chloe in particular, there has been a lot of negative things said about Funky, and just reiterating and bringing up things he said in the past as it pertains to Black women. And of course, the first thing that came up, it was what he said about Blue Ivy being ugly. She was attractive. I do recall when he said that, and then he did come back and apologize. Was a sincere apology? That remains to be seen. But he did apologize. He did come back and apologize. So people are wondering, or they're waiting for an apology for tonight's show. And I want to say it like this. Because the amount of negative attention that Funky is receiving, it's a lot. He's getting dragged. He's on the Neighborhood Talk, the Breakfast Club. I don't know who the young lady was on there, but she wasn't very happy with the things that Funky said. Now, DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God, they were both like, look, that, his opinion, but I don't understand where all of that negative energy was coming from. I really don't. I don't know why he had to go in the manner that he did. It didn't seem to make sense. It came across to me as something personal. I don't know what it is, but that's the way to have that much vitriol in your speech. It just comes across to me like you got a personal vendetta against Chloe, and for reasons that's unknown. That's the way it came across to me. So again, I've been reading some of the comments, and people are saying, look, Funky never sees it for Black women. He always has something negative to say. He needs to apologize. Now, I've said this before on many of my podcasts about forced apologies because they lack sincerity. Unless he feels really bad about what he said, you can save the apology, okay? Now, do I think that the producers and the executives over at Fox Soul and TGIF are going to force him to have to say something? He probably will say something. I don't know if it's going to be an apology, but we'll see tonight. I'll keep you posted. Peace.